is WhisperSister. I'm feeling kind of emotional right now. There's been some interesting things happening. My ex is sort of, I guess, kind of seeing someone. It's a complicated situation, but he's got feelings for this person. And I've been talking to him quite a bit about it. He doesn't really have anyone else he can talk to. It's actually quite interesting because some of the details of the situation sort of parallel some of the things that I went through right after we broke up. And as a result, he's got a much better understanding and has been able to forgive me for some of the things that I did that were hurtful. And it also seems like he's gotten to be a lot more in touch with his emotions and is and able to express himself that way as a result of his interactions with this girl. So it's been very strange for me to talk to him. I'm happy for him, and I know I don't want to be with him. I know that he's not the right person for me. But it's kind of hard to talk to him like this because this is basically how I always wished he could have been while we were together. This is what I wanted from him and never ever got, because he was so closed off and so concerned with doing things properly and not being like impulsive or whatever, and he's being very impulsive with this girl. Which is good. I mean, it's good. I'm just feeling emotional right now. It's fine. It's not a competition. I know that, obviously, and it's not. I'm not losing anything here because we had our chance, you know, and just because he's now sort of learning things and growing and changing does not mean that we should be together or anything, obviously. And it seems like he really actually has really strong feelings for this girl. He may actually be falling in love with her. And I think it's pretty cool that he even can use that term, because when we were dating, like a year into our relationship, I remember telling him that I loved him, or I was falling in love with him, and he basically told me that I didn't know what I was talking about. I was just infatuated, and that he didn't love me and probably never would. We actually just finished talking about that right now too, and he explained sort of what he was feeling, and I think that with me, he really resisted being overly emotional or losing control of his emotions, even though he did feel strongly for me. It was just because of things that had happened to him before that he sort of tried to keep a lid on that, and for me at that time I was felt, and anyways, whatever. So now to see him being like this, like, if he had been this way when we first started dating, things would have been very different. Not necessarily better, who knows? That's pointless, it's irrelevant, really, because they weren't different. You know, everything happened the way it happened for a reason, or maybe not even for a reason, but it's just, it's done. And, you know, but it's hard to see the good things in him and see him this way. And, you know, he told me how much I mean to him, and how much he wants me to be in his life still, and that's great. Anyway, you know, it's not even about him. There's other things that are just making me feel emotional right now, and it's pretty cool that the work I've been doing recently, in terms of really being quite strict with myself and not letting myself wallow in self-pity and sadness and depression, seems to be paying off. It may be that I'm forming new habits, because right now, even though I'm sad, and I can definitely feel that whole pool of depression, sadness, melancholy there as an option, and it's tempting to just sort of let myself sink into it, because it's familiar and comfortable. So although I can definitely feel it there as one option, it's not the option that I'm choosing, which is pretty cool. For me, that's huge, because I can see through it, you know. I can see that this doesn't change anything. This is a good thing for him. This is such a good thing for him, and I'm so glad that this is happening. As a friend, as someone I just care about, I'm like really, really stoked that to see this sort of transformation happening in him, and it's very similar to the one that's happened in me. You know, I think we were both just kind of caught in a pattern with each other and keeping each other down, you know, and now we're individually going through things that are opening us up, and it's really encouraging for me to see him going through this, you know, for his sake. It's great. And I think it's probably natural for me to feel a little bit of a loss, you know, if he moves on now with this woman, or just in general. You know, I'm not going to be the most important person in his life anymore, and that's fine, you know. But yeah, like, even though I'm feeling a little bit raw, I'm not feeling sorry for myself. I'm not feeling hopeless. It's fucking tempting. It's right there. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm still just gonna have faith that everything is happening the way it's supposed to happen, even though I am completely at a loss as to how to make sense of it, how to feel like it's okay. It's not okay, but it is what it is, you know. And again, sitting here thinking about how I wish it was different, anything is just a waste of time, because it's not going to change a thing, and all I want to do right now is just make the most of what I have. You know, I still have so many blessings and so many gifts, so much to be grateful for, that all I want to do is just focus on that and trust that the rest of it is happening for some fucked up reason.